Hey everybody, Mac Demaza here, back again with Marvel Heroes. This time we got the Phoenix. By request, someone wanted to know what I would do with just a Phoenix build instead of non-Phoenix. So I'm going to go to it. And seeing how we're doing a Phoenix build, the first thing we're going to max out, of course, is going to be Phoenix Transformation. Should be high on the priority list. A lot of benefits for doing it, and kind of crazy not to. Let's going to go to our primary workhorse, Phoenix Inferno. It's not going to list incredible amounts of damage per second, but it will get augmented somewhat by Phoenix Transformation, so that will help it. And its life on hit is really what you're looking for, especially with dealing in big packs of mobs. So that's going to come in quite handy. We are going to put a point into Phoenix Avatar, and this will be a Grants plus 20 skill for sure. I'm going to put a point into Phoenix Charge. I already had a point in there. I had to test out some things. We're going to use this for mobility and not for damage, although it could be conceivably worked as damage if you liked it. We are going to take Phoenix Drain. I wasn't too sure about it because I don't like these type of abilities. It's a single target ranged dot, basically, that you just channel onto a mob. You can't move while doing it, but you can move while doing it. It just goes away. It'll stop casting, stop channeling. So you're not pinned to the location. However, if you want the damage, you can't move. The benefit to this is gaining that 10 Phoenix Force per second. And it costs spirit. We don't have a lot of spirit burning going on in this build, so it's going to be beneficial for that Phoenix Force per second, especially in dealing with single target mobs or bosses. It'll be handy. And then we're going to put points into Phoenix Corona. That'll be the third skill so far. We got our fourth skill so far. We got points in. It's a high Phoenix build. And this is going to give us a damage shield to help offset incoming damage. It only costs 1 Phoenix Force for every 49 damage, so you know, basically that's pretty awesome. You hit for 500 damage, you lose 250 life and 5 Phoenix Force. So that's not terrible at all. And then a point, of course, into Phoenix Rebirth. And that's going to be it for the Phoenix tree. So basically you got every single thing in the Phoenix tree, and 4 of them we are building. We're building Phoenix Transformation, Phoenix Inferno, Phoenix Drain, and Phoenix Corona. The other skills we're going to be building is going to be Rejuvenating Aura and Psychic Lethargy. With the 1-pointers, if at level 60 you're missing any points, you're going to want those points to fall off either on Phoenix Drain or Phoenix Corona. Phoenix Drain probably being the best choice because it'll be the least used. But that is going to be up to you. And we're putting points into Rejuvenating Aura really for the health regen. And that's going to help out our teammates, as well as the spirit regen, which will help out our teammates, as well as the haste. Really, that haste movement speed mixed in with the haste that we're getting from Phoenix Transformation, we'll be able to move rather quickly across the screen and keep mobs coming. We want mobs coming because we're going to get Phoenix Force for critting, we're going to get Spirit for critting, we're going to be using Phoenix Inferno to kill off most mobs. White and blue will probably die from this, and yellow will die from Lethargy and Inferno, and thrown in a Phoenix Drain. With Phoenix Inferno active, you want to be paying real good attention to your Phoenix Force, because it will drop Phoenix Form when it's out of Phoenix Force. That's the only negative about this whole Phoenix thing. I don't know why they do that. They should just have it cancel and not drop you out of the Phoenix form, because you can be at 0 Phoenix Force and in the Phoenix form, so it's kind of ridiculous that they're pulling you out of the Phoenix form. It's taken away a couple other abilities that you would have the available option to do. So basically what you would have to do if you lost the Phoenix form, recast Phoenix form, and then you're going to go to Psychic Drain, probably drop Psychic Lethargy out there and start getting the crits and kills. You do gain Phoenix Force for killing enemies and critting them as long as you have the Phoenix avatar. So that's what you want to do. This gives you 5 Phoenix Force per enemy kill. So that's quite a lot for a kill, with 3 for crits. And we're going to have a pretty decent crit range with items, and I'll get into that in a moment. You'll automatically have a point in telepathic detection. That'll be another grants plus 20 skill. Great one for it. And we're going to put a point in telekinetic flight just for the movement speed boost and really the chance to knock down, so it's kind of like a stun. And that's the build. You can put a point into Psychic Hammer if you want a basic attack. I don't think you're going to need it, because instead of doing a basic attack, you'd probably be doing Phoenix Drain. It's going to hit much harder. A little trickier to do, but it's just the way it works. So let me confirm that. And then I have the Phoenix transformation set up on button 3, because in Phoenix form I have it there still too. So if I ever want to drop Phoenix for some reason, I don't see it happening, but if you did, you would hit button 3. And then that's how I have it set up. I have Phoenix Charge as a movement ability. So it will get you away from areas, and it causes damage when you leave, and it causes damage when you land. So it's kind of a cool charge. Psychic Lethargy now takes on a fiery form. It hits quite a massive area, as you can see. I wish I could move my mouse over to it, but that big circle to the left that's a little bit smaller than the range, that is the size of the area that you can hit with Psychic Lethargy. And you can hit an area outside, on the other side of walls, through things. It's not impeded. So it's very powerful. That's why we chose Psychic Lethargy. It's going to help us kill down bosses and yellows, and blue packs if you want to drop it on a blue pack. Phoenix Inferno will not highlight and show you the area size, but it's effectively the size of this area right here, going around the dummies, the red circle. And that is with a 20% increase from Dr. Octopus's metal. The Talisman of Kunlun going to be very handy with this, because you're going to be very close ranged with everything. So you get a lot of extra damage, a lot of extra crit and damage size and damage capability from Dr. Octopus's. That's why it's my #1 pick for anything that's AoE. Just because if you hit 20% wider area, you're getting 20% more power. Plus the extra crit and damage just doesn't help, or it doesn't hurt. I got the scroll targeting computer just for basically the crit rating. I would swap in an Oculus Ouroboros, because while in Phoenix form, all your damage is converted to energy, and the Oculus Ouroboros will turn health for energy hits. Relic of Lemuria, again for more damage, or more health on damage. I'm beginning to turn it over anyways. I ran out of cash. The costume into critical hit rating, because critical hits net us Phoenix Force and Spirit. They're awesome, and we got so many dots going on with such a wide AoE. There's going to be so many crits. It just pays off to do crit. On the glove, obviously the +1 to all Phoenix powers is really what's paying off here, plus damage. 6 Spirit. Sorry about that. 6 Spirit when I defeat an enemy is pretty cool. Nothing great really about the coat. Really, you'd want plus hit points, plus hit point regeneration, and plus crit to make this build pay off mostly. Obviously, that's going to be +1 to all skills, so that's in there. And drop rarity, I want that. But the critical hit damage really doesn't pay off too well, and the Phoenix powers does. So that's the build. I'm going to go ahead and take it over and do a couple terminals with it. Let's see, I'm 32, I think. That was a long load time. Yeah, 32, so let's see what we got available. $32. So we want to do aim. Actually, that's perfect. That'll be 3 green bosses. And if we level, we'll get an orange Doom. That'll be interesting. This is a highly DPS-oriented build. Something to keep in mind. And to start, if you're going to start in Phoenix form, and you turn on the Corona, even though you don't have Phoenix, you don't lose the Corona. You just don't get the benefit of it. It will take a little bit to work up some Phoenix Force. You can either do that by A, killing things with Psychic Lethargy, or B, just using the Phoenix Drain and immediately on your first target, killing it. And see, now we got the Phoenix Force going. When we got enemies around us, we turn it on. As you can see, this is highly DPS oriented. It's ravaging. Health bar not moving. You just want to pay attention to your Phoenix Force. This does drain down kind of quickly when there's no enemies around. Because the blues will all chase you unless they're ranged, you can just keep running towards other enemies and slowly draining them. You don't have to use other skills to kill the blues. Yellows might take a little longer. You could still do it, I suppose. It'll be harder with ranged mobs, easier with melee mobs, but they will pile up and die. As you can see, I'm maintaining max Phoenix Force. Health not moving. And I'm just running into all the mobs. Psychic Implosion is another good one to do. These guys are taking a while to kill, so I just drop Lethargy down for added damage. Because that will get things close to you. Always a possibility. However, not as handy against boss fights, yellow fights, because you have to aim it, because it's not a dot. Now we got Dr. Octopus here, so I will drop Lethargy. That's going to snare him, slow his attacks down, you know, keep him on the same level as me. And I'm kind of just trying to keep everything around me. And then I can just do Psychic Drain on him too. When you get pushed around, you might have to recast the drain. It's hard to see whether or not it drops. Therefore, I kind of automatically just recast it to make sure. Look at that, an insignia of Iceman. I wonder if that's a hint that he's coming. Wow, that's pretty awesome. If you're doing a lot of Midtown Mayhems, or you're doing X defenses, you're going to want to keep an eye on your health as well. As you saw, there was a lot of blues and yellows there. Probably 4 or 5 blues at least. You can get hit and your health will go down. And you're only as good as your health regen plus your hit point total that second. Which is why hit points and hit point regen are so important. Oh, I didn't even activate my aura. You know what's great about this build? Just stand there. Gotta get this on here. And we'll make that active as well. So you're really not going to be sweating too much spirit burning. And that's an extra 60 hit health a second, so that's kind of handy. Shielding things, you just kind of stop for a second. If I was playing at full, all-out mode, I would be turning on and off Phoenix Inferno. But you can kind of see it's not really necessary. You're only going to need to do that when there's long runs. And usually when dealing with mobs, it's going to be more the merrier. If it's not dying in a couple seconds, I just kind of drop a Psychic Lethargy down. If it's really staying up, I throw a Psychic Drain on it. Because you can stand still and deal damage. There will be fights where that's not such a smart thing to do, like Doom. So, bear that in mind. Treat with intelligence. It's almost impossible to believe this is freaking green. It feels like gray that are just dying so easily. Oh, the wizard's over here. Psychic Drain really does a lot of damage. So where you can stand still, it's awesome. Not a rune. Let's turn that off. Release. Pick the metal up. I am dirt poor, so I am porting. All these remakes and rebuilds and changing affixes are killing me. Costumes. And then we don't want to drain force while we're out. So this is a wicked cool insignia. Yep, I saved the old, all the other artifacts just in case, or relics, in case they become useful. Not that they're not really useful, it's just not as useful. Let's see, I got 3,000. Oh, I can... Ah, nice. Oh, that's a little high level. With a hit points and plus spirit, that's awesome. Can't wait for that. But I am going to go to here. I have something waiting. I didn't have enough credits for it. I do now. And that would be spirit and defense and dodge, minus spirit cost. Not really important, but don't need the chrono. Yep, this would be pretty good. And then we can go back. Even though they cornered me, it's okay. Oops, turned it off. So used to not having a movement power that I forget that I can charge. That was the charge at work there. Ooh, fortune card. I saw blue, so I dropped lethargy. And this room break's going to be easy. If it's a big pile, I drop lethargy just in case. Why not? I didn't even move when I got in there. I just let everything come to me. It's dying before it hits me, usually. I'm poor, so yes, I'm going back to the credits. Drop my lethargy. If I'm going to stand there, I'm going to hit Psychic Drain and just kill him. Oh, he's gone. Psychic Drain was staying on him, though. That's interesting. And he's dead. Pretty easy. Ooh, a unique. I almost didn't pick that up. It didn't look right. Jean Grey unique. Awesome. That's disgusting. Look at that. +1 intelligence. I mean, that's awesome right there. 12 special item find. Let me turn it off. This. 12 special item find. When I drop below 30% health, I go invisible and drop aggro for 3 seconds. 5-minute cooldown on that. Plus 560 damage versus slow targets. Plus 485 damage versus targets with stun status. And plus 4 to current rank of all Jean Grey's telepathy powers. That's insanely awesome. Thank you. Unbelievable. Second unique I've ever gotten. I can't believe I got a unique for a character that I was actually playing. I wonder if that's tuned in. That happened before with Thor, too. I was playing Thor and got a Thor unique. Awesome. Yep, that's not going to work. Don't care about that. That's old. I just need this. And what do I get? Oh, drop rarity boost. Oops. Put that with the others. So let's do Doom. Maybe we'll get another unique. That was awesome. So you can see it's like flying already. The one point in the fly really is giving us, well, extra fly if we want it. Oh, I can fill up on that. Oh, well, let me target that. Okay, I'm filling. Just get enough to keep rolling. Those guys with the shields, just run through them so you get the back. I am dropping lethargy here. The blues were taking a little too long to kill. We leveled. Shit. should still be orange, though. Yep, they are. Oh, boss. And I'm hitting them with Psychic Drain. That's keeping my Phoenix Force full, so I can still hit them with the Pyro Shield. And I don't run out of Phoenix Force. There, I was stuck. I didn't like it, so I just charged out of them. I don't like that those uniques look like common drops. They should really stand out. Well, there's probably a pip on the mini-map. I didn't look. Grim Reaper. Hit him with Psychic Lethargy because that really takes down the attack speed. And that was basically a small speed bump. Now you see why I like that Psychic Drain on this build. Oh, that's right, I leveled. Can I up anything? Nope. I don't think so. Well, this is actually kind of a surprisingly awesome build to play. I'm a little shocked at how much I like it, because I do like the other one too. This one's more mobile, kind of like a storm. I guess I should shut it off. Save Grim Reapers. Oops, didn't mean to sell that. Buy back in a sec. And he usually hits pretty hard. He did hit me pretty good there, but wisdom prevailed, I guess. All I'm really doing is moving out of that flame wall. that was actually a lot easier than I thought it would be. Actually, he's still hitting me. Just wasn't looking like it was. That was a cheat. And that was real easy. And that's where I thought it wouldn't be easy, actually. Well, I guess except for that tricky part where he was actually still hitting me with the automatic bullets there and not moving. I thought he wasn't hitting me, but he was. And basically absorbed all that. So that would be easily, avoidable now that you know about it. And that's it. So that's the Phoenix, the Dark Phoenix build. I hope it helped. Hope you enjoy it, and talk to you later.